Hi everyone, to Rivers. I had chapter 35, section 3, mostly about steam engine, the water pump, uh, steamboat, and all these huge advancements from glorious industrial movements that started in England, spread throughout the world, and created advancements in technology, medicine, and business that benefited us to this very day. First set part was steam engines, and talk about the steam engine, or a heat engine that performs mechanical work using steam, was first described in the 1st century CE. However, it was the designs of Savory's engine in 1698 known as the water pump, the miner's friend, or the, what do you call it? He calls it really interesting. It was, I forgot, something to do with fire and water. Something to do with fire and water. A steam engine is a heat engine that performs mechanical works using steam. The history of the steam engine stretches far back to the 1st century, was far back as then, and the first commercial steam-powered device was the water pump, Tom Savory's water pump. It uses mines and pumping stations to supply. Yeah, that guy. It was hugely beneficial. Well, it was kind of inefficient for the time, but the upsides were it was easy to obtain, it was cheap, and it wasn't that timely to use. It helped reach parts of mines that were not even fathomable to reach at that time. So it was really just to pump out parts of the mines and flush out stuff. Second part was the Boulton and Watt. Talking about the Boulton and Watt steam engine. These cats. It was really just that a young man by the name, I have it right here somewhere, sorry, like James Watt, an instrument manufacturer from the University of Glasgow, was supposed to fix a Newcomb wagon, or Newcomb powered engine, sorry, he was supposed to fix this engine, saw a lot of flaws with it, saw that it wasn't very good to use, it was easy to use, kind of problematic, and he's like, you know what, I can fix this, I don't have a problem fixing this. But he made some improvements to it, which helped better improve. It made a lot of improvements, which helped push us forward to closer goals of the steam powered locomotive, all that kind of stuff. Thing about Watt, fully developed Watt engine used about 75% less fuel than the Newcomb one. And Boulton and Watt's practice helped mine owners and other customers build engines, supply men to erect them with specialized parts, build an industry based on this, off of pretty much fixing an old engine, which is pretty dramatically and crazy, which I like. It's pretty interesting. The only problem was the improvements allowed the steam engine to replace the water wheel and horses as the main source of power for the British industry, thereby freeing it from geographical constraints, and that became one of the main drivers of the whole industrial revolution. This really propelled us to where we are today. And honestly, this whole thing with industrialization, industrial revolution, all this kind of stuff spread from England, United States, all over Europe. Steam engines found many uses in a variety of industries, most notably transportation, mining, but popularization shaped nearly every aspect of the industrial society, including where people could live, where people could go from market to city, from town to country, all over the place. The invention of the steam engine helped the world connect to itself, helped getting around easier, helped getting information places. The steam engine was mostly used in mines, but it ended up becoming something much bigger. Steam locomotives were invented after the introduction of the high-pressure steam engines when the Boulton and Watt patent expired in 1800. Steam public railways began with the Stockton and Darlington Railway in 1825. The use of steam engines on railroads provided extraordinary, since large amounts of goods and raw materials could not be delivered to cities and factories alike at a fraction of the cost of traveling by wagon. saving wagon, horses. The steamboat in the United States saw incredible growth of transportation of goods and people, which key to Western expansion and manifest destiny. The steamboat dramatically reduced time using transport goods, allowing for increased specialization. And the whole point of this section of the chapter is really just talking about the steam engine, people who invented it, how it shaped pretty much the world. Thank you.